Factors of production continued.
Kindly hand me another bucket.
Sure, here it is. So, how many cows are you going to milk?
3. Only.
Only? 3 cows are more than enough.
Well, I used to have 7, but some of them no longer have milk letdown.
Wow, someone was literally swimming in milk. And you couldn't even invite me to help you drink some?
Hey, young girl, life is not always about eating and drinking. I was selling the milk.
I see, no problem. But at least you are going to give me a glass of milk when you're done, please.
Well, if you listen to me...
What do you want to talk about?
Capital.
Capital?
Yes.
Are we starting a business?
We are looking at capital as a factor of production.
Is there any difference?
Yes, there is. When you talk about capital as a factor of production, we don't just mean the money. We are talking about all the man-made resources which will be used in the production of goods and services, including the money.
Wait, computers are man-made. Does that mean they can be classified as capital?
Yes.
Ah, and what is the reward for capital?
The reward for capital is the interest earned. This interest is paid to the contributors of capital as a reward for their contribution. Now, for ease of understanding,
Yes.
capital is grouped into 2. That is, fixed and working capital.
I'm listening.
Fixed capital have a longer lifespan. In other words, they are more fixed in the business and cannot be moved about anyhow.
For example,
Machinery, buildings, tools, and so on. You will find that they tend to stay all through the life of the production.
I see.
Now, moving on to working capital. Now, this is the direct opposite of fixed capital, and so they are those resources that are available for the conducting of the day-to-day operations of the business.
And this is where money comes in.
Yes, as well as raw materials and stock of goods.
I get it.
Just like land, capital too has some characteristics.
Of course.
Capital has geographical mobility, which means that it can move from place to place except for fixed capital.
Oh, and of course, all capital are man-made resource.
Yes, and its value can depreciate with time, but it can be improved due to advancements in technology. And of course, it is an essential factor of production. I am done milking the cows.
Great. We can now carry the milk to the house.
Yes, here, take this bucket, I'll carry the rest.
No problem.
Since you're going to sell this milk, the help you're offering right now can be referred to as labor.
Okay.
Any human effort that results into the production of goods and services is called labor and can either be physical, mental, or both.
That's easy to understand. Physical labor uses more of the limbs, while mental labor uses more of the brain.
Correct. Do you have any idea what can be a reward for labor?
Well, if you can pay me after I help you carry the milk to the market center, that would be great.
Bingo! Wages or salaries are the rewards, depending on whether you are working long-term or short-term.
So, am I getting some wages after this?
No.
Oh.
Do you remember what we said about labor when we discussed human resources and economic resources?
Yes, we say that it can be skilled, unskilled, and semi-skilled.
Tell me about it.
The skilled labor are those who have training on particular skills, while the semi-skilled have little knowledge on what they are doing. They may have learned under the skilled human resource, but they don't have formal extensive training.
Gone?
The unskilled human resource, on the other hand, have no specialized training for the job at all.
Wow, that was excellent. No wonder you're at the top of your class.
Thank you.
I keep saying that, remember? Now, human resources is just another name for labor, so the same applies here. Okay, now let's move on to the characteristics.
It can move from one place to another. I mean, we are currently walking to the house, and soon enough, we will be at the market center.
Good point.
One of these days, you will have to train me on how to milk the cows, by the way. That way, I can help you when I'm around.
Training? Yes, that is a very important characteristic of labor. Training and experience improves their output.
I also think that it is a basic factor of production. I mean, if there is no labor, there is no way any production can take place.
That's very correct. A laborer also sells his or her labor. He's also occupationally mobile. Take me, for instance. Just recently, I was a lecturer. Today, I'm practicing dairy farming. Who knows? Tomorrow, I might have a tailoring shop.
A tailoring shop? I can't imagine you sewing clothes.
You never know.
Anyway, point taken.
Good. Now, lastly, we have entrepreneurship.
That one. I don't want to try to pronounce it.
You have to learn.
Entrepreneurship.
See, you got it.
Such a big name. What does it mean?
Well, it is just the ability to organize the other factors of production so as to achieve the desired results.
At least the explanation is simpler.
And without it, all the other factors of production will not be productive because it is what sets everything else in motion.
I understand.
The person who does this work is known as an entrepreneur, and his reward is the profit.
An entrepreneur must be a very important person.
Yes, they are. He is the one who starts the business, meaning that without him, there is no production to talk about.
Yup.
He is also the decision maker in the business. He determines what to produce, when to produce it, and how to go about the production.
Wow. All that is done by one person?
That is just the tip of the iceberg. There is more. The entrepreneur controls all the operations of the business too, and they acquire and coordinate the other factors of production.
That means it is his job to look for land, capital, and even labor?
Yes, and make sure that they can be productive.
Isn't that risky?
An entrepreneur's job is to take all kinds of business risks.
What if the business fails?
Then they can incur all the losses.
Oh no.
But don't forget that if the business succeeds, he enjoys all the profits.
Oh yes, the situation is 50-50.
50-50, correct. The entrepreneur also sells the product to the market, and they are the ones who pay the other factors of production. Now, please summarize for me the factors of production and their rewards.
That's very easy. We have 4 factors of production. Land, capital, labor, and entrepreneurship. The reward for land is rent. The reward for capital is interest earned. The reward for labor is wages and salaries. And finally, the reward for entrepreneurship is profit.
Wonderful. Let us hurry and prepare the milk for sale.
Oh yes.